Good day, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. And today we're going to be talking about the Mandalorian. The was it episode 6 now, I believe. And it's the tragedy. And this is a great episode. Only complaint I have is that it was too short, only about a half an hour, if that. When you considered you take out the what happened previously part in the credits, probably more like 25 minutes. But it was a great episode. And just so you know, this is going to have spoilers in it, so if you haven't watched it and you don't want to know what happened in it, I would turn it off starting now. But yeah, so we got to meet a good old friend and Boba Fett. And we see why Boba Fett was very feared in the original Star Wars trilogy. He came in here and he was kicking some butt. Those stormtroopers didn't stand a chance. And man, he was lethal with that weapon of his. I have no idea what you would call it. And we had a bunch of revelations, I guess. Well, not really revelations, but events happen in this episode. We also got to meet our old friend back from season 1. I can't remember her name, but she was like the sniper assassin lady. She made a return. I did like her character from the first season, so it's nice to see her come back. She's all Darth Maul kind of thing. She has, I think, well, at least her midsection's a robot. I don't know about her legs. Anyways, so we have, Yoda. Some potential developments in the Yoda, Baby Yoda, aka Grogu. I should say Grogu instead of Baby Yoda. So Grogu, aka Baby Yoda. So we have some revelations here. On this episode he goes and he tries to bring to signal a Jedi to come see him. In the midst of this, he gets interrupted. First by Boba Fett and his sidekick. I can't remember that lady's name. I don't even know if they said her name in this episode. And basically, he wants his armor back, and the Mandalorian at first kind of refuses, saying it belongs to other Mandalorians. And then they make a deal that Boba Fett will help him protect Grogu, and for the armor. And that's when we have the remnants of the Empire come in, and then a bunch of stormtroopers come to kidnap or take Grogu. And then we see that during this time that Boba Fett is really a great warrior, as he basically takes on half of the stormtroopers by himself with a I don't know what's a handheld weapon. I don't know what you would call that. And then we see that also like Grogu, he's able to use the Force to put him in the middle of some kind of ceremonial thing, and big old beam of light goes out into space, which is going to be interesting to see which Jedi will eventually come. Will it be a good Jedi, a bad Jedi? Who knows? But I guess I'll really want to, from here on out, focus more on Grogu and the potentials they can go in future episodes and seasons with this character. As we see that in the end, he is kidnapped by the remnants of the Empire. And we see that he is a very powerful Force user, as he's able to take on, was it 2 or 3, at least 2 stormtroopers, if I remember that scene right, where he's either slamming into each other, doing a little bit of the Force choke stuff, but it takes a lot out of him and it wears him down. But these kind of events they could really use later on and maybe turn him into like a dark Jedi, maybe even to the dark side, as these events probably could be traumatic, and he's realizing that he has to rely on himself to be able to defend himself. And it's good. They could easily turn him into a villain in the later seasons, if that's what they're going for, or at least a Force user who is plays both sides of the Force, and depending on the situation. So maybe, I don't know, kind of like a gray Jedi-ish, perhaps, if they choose to go that way, which could be interesting to see. And if it might depend on the future Jedi that he runs into, on that Jedi's, if they do get a Jedi to train him on their perspective on how to use the Force. Overall, this season has been really good. At first, I had my doubts. The first 2 episodes I didn't really enjoy. I enjoyed the first one, but the second one with the ice spiders didn't really thrill me too much. But starting with episode 3, this season's really picked up. And it seems like with each passing episode, it just gets better and better. And so I think right now the Mandalorian's in a good shape. We'll see what happens in the next episode. I'm sure it's going to be some kind of heist with Boba Fett and Mandalorian trying to rescue Grogu, which is a weird name, I would say. So I don't know, what is there, about maybe 2 more episodes? Or if they're only going 8 episodes, I'm not really sure how many they're doing in a season. And they've already teased, like I've heard in reports that there's going to use the Mandalorian this season to help do some spin-offs from it. So we already see that they could do something with the Ahsoka Tano show, and then we know that they're going to have a Obi-Wan Kenobi show, and it could even do something with the other Mandalorians that we met in season 3. Now, one character that we saw teased earlier in the season was the character of Sasha Banks. We briefly saw her in episode 3 for like maybe, I don't know, 2 seconds, and she hasn't reappeared, so it's going to be interesting if she reappears, what her character is. Is she a Jedi? What is she really? And see what they're going to do with that part. So I'm interested to see what you guys think. If you like this episode, leave some comments. What do you think they might do of Grogu? Do you think that there's a potential that they might end up turning him to the dark side? I know it might hurt them financially with the merchandise sales, but hey, they did it with Anakin, which of course was already predestined when they did the original series. But I think it would be interesting if we see this character maybe turn, or at least become kind of a grayish thing, a little bit both, like good and bad. Maybe he does good deeds using the dark side of the Force. That would be somewhat interesting. I'm not even sure with the lore if that's even possible. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe it. Our channel, we tried to do review shows, movies, and books that we like. We also, give our opinions on what we think where a storyline might go, and we also try to find news about other episodes and such that we like, and keep you guys updated on those as well. And yeah, so that's basically what our channel is at this point. On the weekends, I have another son. He wants to start a gaming channel, so we let him practice, and we put those out just so he can have practice. So when it's the real thing and he have his own channel by himself, he can be good at it. And those are usually on Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah, those need work, but that's what those are for. Anyways, in case you're ever wondering why we put gaming channels on Saturday and Sunday, it's for him so he can have practice and with doing that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. Have a great day. Bye.